There is a strange and beautiful clarity that comes when you realize the road ahead of you is much shorter than the road behind. It is as if the fog finally lifts, and for the first time, you see the world as it actually is, not as you were taught to see it. When we are young, our world is loud. We are surrounded by things we think we must care about: our productivity, our image, and our social standing. But at 80, the noise finally stops. I want to give you a gift: the ability to stop caring about these things now, instead of waiting decades to find out they were empty. We spend so much energy trying to be liked by a vague, faceless crowd. We worry about what neighbors think of our car, or what strangers think of our opinions. At 80, that crowd has vanished. Most are gone, and the ones left are too busy with their own lives to think about yours. You realize you've lived in a prison where the guards were just people as scared and insecure as you were. Stop living for the audience. The theater is emptier than you think. 2. The burden of perfection. We treat our lives like a project that needs to be finished. The perfect body, the perfect house, the perfect family. Life is never finished. It is always messy. Before you die, you stop caring about perfection and start to love the cracks in the teacup. You realize the perfect version of your life was a boring museum, while the messy version was a home. Perfection is for statues. Life is for the flawed. I once knew a man in Vermont named Samuel. After he retired from a high-pressure corporate job, he became obsessed with gardening. He wanted the perfect English garden, every hedge trimmed to the inch, not a single weed in sight. He spent his days fighting nature, stressed and angry whenever a storm broke a branch. One evening, an old friend, a student of Zen, visited him. Seeing Samuel's frustration, the friend pointed to an old, cracked stone vase sitting in the corner of the garden. Inside the crack, a tiny, vibrant wildflower had taken root and was blooming beautifully. The friend said, "Samuel, you are so busy trying to fix the vase that you've missed the beauty of the flower that only the crack could create." That was the moment the fog lifted for Samuel. He realized that his life, with all its cracks, the failed business in his 40 seconds, the health scares in his 60 soirs, exactly where his wisdom had started to bloom. He stopped fighting the storm and started dancing in the rain. At 80, he didn't have a perfect garden, but he had a peaceful heart. 3. The burden of past failures. We carry the memory of our mistakes like a heavy chain: the business that failed, the relationship that ended badly. At 80, I look back at my greatest failures and I just laugh. They were just lessons, the price of admission for a life well lived. No one remembers your embarrassments but you. Forgive your younger self for not knowing what you know now. Let the failures go. They have already served their purpose. I am 80 years old. My world is small, but it is deep. I have stopped caring about the noise, the titles, and the perfection. And for the first time in my life, I am actually happy. I am finally light. Don't wait until the end to drop the weight. Ask yourself, will I care about this on my last day? If the answer is no, then stop giving it your heart today. Save your heart for the love, the laughter, and the quiet beauty of being alive. Thank you for sitting with me today. If my words helped you drop even a small part of the weight you've been carrying, then our time together has been a success. If you are looking for a place to quiet the noise and find deeper meaning in these golden years, I invite you to join our circle. Subscribe and walk this path of wisdom with us. In the comments below, I would love to hear from you. What is one burden you are ready to let go of today? Sometimes just naming the weight is the first step to becoming light. May your day be peaceful and your soul be free. Travel light.